Hi everybody, this is Ellen. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make the Happy Donut. Oh, I think it's super cute. I put the face on a different direction so it might look a little weird compared to my other Happy Foods, I guess, or not used to it. But this is the way I see most of the kawaii donuts done, is on the side like this. I think it's still super cute, so we're going with it. But there's the bottom. Looks fabulous all around. I thought I'd show you as well. This is my original donut that I made on the Loom, so you can see what that looks like. It's this one's a little smaller than this one. And then, for those of you who are interested, this is the Happy Wreath. So they're kind of seeing the order of how my circles have gotten bigger, I guess. But so it isn't quite as big as that one. So that means it's less bands, a little less time, and it's small, so it's cute. I mean, this one's still tinier, but be a little bit harder to get a face on here and still have it look good. So, plus I didn't want to use the exact same one, so because it was kind of a pain to do the middle on the donut. Anyways, so I just thought I'd show you the comparison there, so you're not like, I just made that, and so super cute. Band-wise, we're looking at it's 116 for the bottom cake portion here, 144 for the frosting. I used about 12 sprinkles on here. You can use as many or as few as you want. And then you have the face, so you need the 2 black bands for the eyes. I use a 7mm pony beads in these, but you could probably even use 5mm and get away with it, or they'd still look fine. And then your 2 cheek bands, and then there are actually 2 bands in the mouth, just because I tacked it down so that it had a little bit more of a smile, just because of how the bands go. I will say that this portion on the side, that's kind of like the frosting edge, it is slip stitched on, or we slip stitch it, it's already on, but so that's kind of different. And then we do close this similar to the wreath, so you don't have much of a seam on it. So we'll get started. I'll explain all the face and how many bands you need and stuff like that, so to pull through things. For the eyes, they are on a single band. So if you have the beads, 7mm, you might be able to push it through without the threading tool if you're just doing a single band like that. Or get your craft wire and use that to thread through your band. Just go like that and thread it through the middle of your bead, then you'll take that out. So the eyes go on a single band. If you don't have any beads, you can still use a wrapped band, so it'd be 1 band the color of your eye on your hook, wrap it around once into a figure 8, grab both bands, wrap it around again, and then pull it through 1 band. So those are the eyes. Cheeks are through 2 bands, and they're made similar to the eyes on the with wrap bands. So it's 1 band the color of your cheek on your hook, wrap it around to the figure 8, grab both bands, wrap it around again, and then pull through 2 bands the color of your frosting, like that. So cheeks are on 2 bands, eyes are on 1 band. And then your sprinkles, they're made just like the eyes and the cheeks. You'll want some that are on 2 bands, and you'll want some that are on 1 band. I made actually 16 of them, just because as we go, sometimes seems like I put the color choices on to 2 bands more often than I do on 1 band, so then I have to remake them. But as you can see, about 12, it's pretty full that way. So I have those ready, but they're made the same way as the eyes and the cheeks, just vary the number of bands on the bottom. So 1 loom, wrong end towards me. You want the color of your frosting and the color that is going to be the bottom of your donut. These are the pastel colors from Rainbow Loom. Totally in love with them lately, but I'm running out of ones that I've sorted, so it's getting a little annoying. But okay, so There are going to be transition bands and cap bands in here. I'm going to go through how to make the transition bands first, just so you know and you have them ready. You can do it on your fingers, just one band on top of the other. And from here, with my right hand, I'm going to grab the yellow band through the middle of my purple band. And then with this hand, I'll kind of reach up with my thumb, grab the purple band through the bottom of the yellow. So this is almost like the old jelly bracelets, so if you ever wore those and made the little bracelets. Then you just kind of fold them in half, and then you have a transition band in your fingers. I'll save this for later. And you can make them on the loom as well. Just need your two bands that you're going to use. Doesn't matter which one's on top or bottom. Just put one on the loom and then one right after it. Then you go in through whatever band is on top. Grab the bottom one, pull it back towards itself. And then you have this little triangle spot here. Just stick your hook in through there, grab that other band, in this case the purple one, and just pull that back towards itself. So that's the same thing that I just made on my fingers. There aren't a ton of them, but there are some in there, so. Or maybe in my mind there aren't a ton, but you might think differently, I guess. So we'll move back down here. And we're going to start, it's on 6 pins. We don't expand, so you can kind of put it wherever you want to. It's a half and half, obviously, so we have the cake and then the frosting is going to be towards us. So for starting, we're going to do a starburst. So from the center pin around, but the 3 pins up here, you'll have the cake color. Like that. And then to the bottom 3, it'll be the frosting color. Like that. And then we need a cap band. It doesn't really matter what color it is because you won't see it. But 2 bands wrapped around 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. Like that. Then you go in through your cap band, grab the top 2 bands, pull them back towards themselves, all the way around our circle here. Like that. So now we want to, I generally end up starting kind of over here and then or over here. I'm trying to get it all uniform so that I'm not all over the place, but from every row now on, we're going to put a cap band the color of your frosting onto this pin right here. So now, this will be a row all the way around. I'm going to start with my transition band right here. 2 bands. 2 bands. Transition band. And once you get that transition band on right here, flip that cap band over to the center. Then the color of the cake, 2 bands, and 2 more bands. So there's our first row. I wouldn't put any sprinkles on this one. You can start on the next one. Just like that. So flip the bottom 4 all the way around. So we have another row that's going to be just like this, only you can start adding sprinkles in if you want to. So cap band, transition band over here, Bring my sprinkles over so I remember. It's 2 bands if you're going to put a sprinkle on. 2 bands. Transition band. Flip over that cap band. And 2 bands. And 2 bands. Just like that. Flip over the bottom 4 all the way around. Push your bands down. So now we're going to do a half row, and what that entails is first cap band, then we're going to start right here, and it will be a single band, then we'll have a double band, then our transition band. Sorry if that butterfly is annoying. And flip over our cap band. Then 2 bands. And 1 band. So 1, 2, trans, 2, 1. So on these 4 pins are the only ones we're going to flip. We're not going to do anything with these 2 right here. And there'll be 4 bands to flip all the way around on these 4 pins. Pull at the center if you want. So we're going to do another half row. So cap band. So it'll be single band, double band, transition band, flip the cap band, 2 bands, and 1 band. So this time it's the same thing, only the 4 on the right side. These 2 on the ends are going to have 3 bands, and these will have 4 to flip over. Like that. So we're going to do a row all the way around this time. So we'll start with our cap band, transition band right here, then let's see, we'll do I need more colors. I do have more colors. Thanks. Do green there. It's 2 bands. And then 2 bands here. Transition band. Flip your cap band. 2 bands. And 2 bands. So everything's 2 bands around. You have your cap band and your transition bands. And for flipping, on the pins over here on the left, there's going to be 6 bands to come over. So you have the 2 from the half rows we did, and then the bottom 4 underneath that. And then the ends will have the 3. And there'll be 4 on the right side. So another half row, single band, or let's put the cap band on first, sorry. Cap band, single band, double band, transition band, flip the cap band, double band, single band, and again just the 4 on the right. There'll be 4 bands all the way around. Sorry if I'm not doing any other talking really, because I'm concentrating on my rows so I don't tell you the wrong thing to do or miss something, so that would be bad. So another half row. So it'll be single band, right? Cap band, I'll get there. I had it going so well. Cap band, single band, double band, all twisted. Transition band, flip the cap band, 2 bands, and 1 band. Again, just the 4 on the right, ends will have 3, sides will have 4. And keep pulling up your center as you go, keeping your bands pushed down too. So next row around is all the way. Start with the cap band first. And right here, transition band. And we have 2 bands. I think I got a little uneven on my sprinkles here, but oh well. Just the color wise. 2 bands, 2 bands, transition band, two bands, and 2 bands, like that. So again, we'll have 6 on the left side to flip, the 2 from the half rows and the 4 below. Three on the center portion, and 4 on the side. Like that. Let's go ahead and push down. So now we're going to start with the face. So this, right now we are going to add kind of the cheek portion first, so we're getting into the eyes very soon. So this is on a half row, so I want that cap band. Start with a single band. Then our next spot will be our cheek. But before you put it on, you can go ahead and take your mouth band, wrap it around this pin right here, Then put your cheek on. And then flip your mouth band over. Like that. So single, put on the mouth band, then put your cheek band on and flip over your mouth band. Then our transition band. Flip over the cap band. Double band. And single. Like that. So 4 bands to flip over on the 4 on the right. Push your bands down. So this is another half row. We're going to put the eye on this time. So eye is on a single band. It's going to go right up here. Then we have 2 bands. Cap band. Now do our transition band. So you get focused on making sure I get the face on right, I forget the cap band. Like that. Flip over your cap band. Then 2 bands. And 1 band. So the eye on the single, 2 bands, transition band with the cap band, 2 bands, 1 band. And again, we're only flipping over on the 4 on the right. And there'll be 3 on the centers and 4 on the right side. Now we're going to do a row all the way around. So first cap band. Then we have our transition band right here on the left. And 2 bands. 2 more bands. Transition band. Flip over your cap band. 2 bands. And 2 bands. So just like that. 6 on the side over here. The 2 half bands and the 4. 3 on the ends. And 4 on the right. We're getting there. Alright, so now we're going to do another half row. We'll have the eye again. So I'm just going to put that on first, and then I'll do the cap band that I should have said first. So cap band over here. And then 2 bands. Transition band. Flip over your cap band. 2 bands. And 1 band. And again, just the 4. 4 on all of them to flip over. Alright, Alright, so this is going to be the cheek, and then we're also going to reattach the mouth. So you kind of want to get that pulled out. And I'm just going to have you do it a little bit different way here. So we'll start with our cap band on the pin, our single band, then we have our cheek. I want you to pull out the mouth to make sure that it's not twisted, but it's just kind of, you got your hook straight through, across. And then grab your cheek band, pull it through, and put it on the pin. That's the best way to ensure that it's straight across. And then transition band. Flip your cap band. Two bands. And one band. So one band, the cheek row, or cheek band with the mouth attached again. Transition with the cap band, 2, 1. So again, just the 4 on the right, and we're going to flip. 3 on the ends. And 4 on the sides. Now we're going to do a row all the way around. So cap band, transition band over here on the left, these are double banded this row. Two bands, transition band. Flip the cap band, and then 2 bands. Like that. So 6 on the left side to go over. Three on the ends. And 4 on the right. There we go. Alright, so another half row. Cap band. Single. And we have a double. I already used all my blue. Transition. Flip over the cap band. Two and 1. Just like that. Again, flip the 4 on the right. 4 bands all around. cap band, another half row, so single, double, transition, flip over your cap band, double, and single. Only the 4 on the right. Oops. 3 on the ends. And 4 on the side. Push your bands down. So this row goes all the way around. Start with our cap band. Transition band. And this one gets a little annoying as the donut gets longer. That goes right here. And it's 2 bands. I think I need more colors. Need a blue on a double. Two bands. 2 bands again. Transition. Flip your cap band. Then 2 bands. And 2 bands. Go on the pin. There we go. So like that. So then flip your 6 on the left. Three on the middle pins. And 4 on the right pins. Alright, another half row, cap band. Oh my goodness. Don't let it defeat you, cap band. There we go. Single band, double band, transition band, flip over the cap band, 2 bands, and 1 band. Only on the right side, 4 all around on the right sides. Push the bands down. Another half row, cap band. Single band. Apparently I just really did not want very many sprinkles on double band or single bands. double band, transition, flip your cap band, 2 and 1. So again, just the 4 on the right, 3 on the end, or 3 in the middle pins, and 4 on the right ones. Like that. Now we'll do a row all the way around. Cap band. Transition band. Underneath the donut, which is annoying me. Move. And then 2 bands. I swear last time I used like evenly half and half, so apparently this time I've changed my sprinkles enough. 2 bands, transition band, flip the cap band, 2 bands, and 2 bands. So then the 6 on the left pins, three on the middle ones, and 4 on the right ones. Alright, we're just about done. So we're going to do another half row, transition band, single, double, transition band, that's not the right colors, transition band, flip over the cap band, 2 bands, and 1 band. And then just the 4 on the right, 4 bands on those 4 pins to go over. Like that. Another half row, cap band, single band, double band, transition band, flip over your cap band, 2 bands, and 1 band. So just the 4, 3 on the middle ones, and 4 on the right. Alright, we have one last row to go, Yay! So cap band. And we have transition band underneath. And 2 bands. Next spot will be 2 bands as well. Yikes. Transition band. Flip over cap band. And then 2 bands. Like that. So 6 on the sides, or on the left side, sorry, not sides, left side. Three in the middle ones. And 4 on the right ones. Alright, so then what we'll do next is go back around and make it a little bit easier than maybe the wreath was. And you go and you'll flip over the bottom 2 bands all the way around. Just make sure it's the bottom 2. You can kind of see when you lift it up that they're going to be, the other one left on the pin is going to still be through the center of the ones you flip over. You'll know pretty quick if it was the wrong 2. Just flip the bottom 2 all the way around. Like that. So I should just have 2 bands left on the pins. So then what you're going to want now is either junk bands or bands that you think are ugly, because we're going to use them for kind of transferring over and kind of sewing in a way, I guess. You're going to want to make some chains. You can make them a lot longer than just 2 bands if you're uncomfortable with this idea. If it was hard when you did the wreath, you know, make them as long as you need them. I'm just making them too long. All I'm doing is taking and making a slip knot, but if you can't do it in your fingers, just put it on 1 band on your hook, take another band, pull it through, put that band back on the hook, and then with what's on your hook, you'll snag that first band that's closest to your hook, pull it through the second one, and then pull tight. So you have a slip knotted band. And you want 6 of them. Then what you're going to do, just stick your hook in through the bands that are left on the pin, grab that slip knotted band you made, pull it up, both ends on your hook, and then the one closest to your hook is going to go through the one farthest. You're just going to make a little slip knot on that little portion that's left on the loom, and do that on all the pins. Like that. So I have a slip knot around all of the pins, all the bands that are left on the pins. Now, you will want to carefully remove this from the loom. Now you don't want to tug a whole lot. You don't. You just want to take them, pop them off. Make sure your slip band is secure. So now we have this. Yikes. Looks scary, but it's not. It's actually a little bit easier because there is a half and half color here, so you can kind of see like what belongs to where, or if you're missing a color. Like I have two purple ones in my hand, but there is definitely still a purple one hiding in there. Get some of my other ones out of the way here. If I want to put this one across, stay out of my way. This one right here. So we know it's going to go right under where the other donut is. So we want them to kind of lock in place. So I'm going to come over to the starburst side. And right here, where I have these 4 bands, right on the edge, I'll put my hook underneath those. Then I'll come across and I can find my slip knot band that is for that same position on the other side. Grab it and pull it through. And if you get it past the slip knot, it kind of locks it in place a little easier. And then you can kind of line up the other ones as well. So find your next one over. Just to get a little twisty, so here's my next one. So here was the last bumps we went through. You're going through the next bumps over. It's 4. That one really wants to go. Pull them through. Pull your slip knot through. So bumps, bumps. And find your next bumps over, which they get when you're in the center. It's kind of tight, but right here. Here are my next bumps over. Grab my slip knot, pull it through. So then you just go and do the top portion too. I'd probably start in the middle so you could kind of still see it, but so you want your bumps right here. Find that first slip knot one. Pull that through. Go over to your second bump on the top, underneath those bands. Grab your next slip knot over. Pull that through. And here's our last one. So like that. I just have them all pulled through. You see that they kind of line up. So now what you'll do is I'm going to start in the middle. I'm going to take my hook, pull up this top middle one here, get my hook through the middle of those bands, the purple ones, my top frosting ones, hook through there. I'm going to pull off, grab that little knot, undo it, and pull off that slip knot band. Then go in through the next one, through my frosting bands. Make sure I have them both on there. Undo my slip knot. Take that band off. So I have these two on my hook. I'll pull the first two through the second two. Leave those on. Go in through the next two frosting bands. Remove my slip knot. Do the slip knot. Then we'll go in through the bottom cake portion. Remove my slip knot. Back on my hook. So I have that. Do the slip knot. Go into the next ones. Pull out the slip knot. Do that slip knot again. So let's just say pull out the slip knot band. Maybe that make pull off the slip knot band. And then we have the last ones right there. Then what you do is just kind of squish it out, and you'll find somewhere, like the next little group over maybe, to stick your hook underneath. And then because this is kind of holding a lot together, I'm going to use two bands to secure it. Pull a band through everything on my hook, then make a slip knot. And then I'll go inside. Let's see. Inside this way. And hide that band. And then hide it again. Alright, so that is secure now. Main one done. So we have the face and we have the side here. Technically you could leave it like that if you wanted to. You could just kind of, like if they're pulled in tight, the way most of them kind of end up at the end it seemed, you could just leave them like this. But you have to pull in, like if you pull any out, you kind of have to go in and pull them in. But it just kind of gives a nice little divide. But what I did was I took them, I pulled them all out. All the way around. Like that. So I got them all pulled out. Stick my hook through two of them, or through one of them, sorry. Go in through one. I guess I'm going over to the left, so in through the next one, and I just did a slip knot. Go in through the next one, do a slip knot. And you just keep doing that all the way around. until you're all done. Till you get to the last one, you just go in through the underneath of that first band we had. Grab a purple band or frosting band, pull it through everything, both on the hook, and then do a slip knot. And then you'll hide your tail. On the inside. So this gives a nice little edge. I think it's cute. Alright. So we're almost done fixing the little last things. As you can see, our smile is not very smiley. He's kind of straight-faced. But I suppose, technically, if you're going to be eaten by somebody, you'd probably be a little straight-faced. So what I did is I took my hook, went underneath all 4 of the bands that are right there. Just kind of pulled them out first. Then did a slip knot around them in the center. And try to make sure it's the center. Then I came up through the bottom side. Then I'll grab that band, pull it back down through what I just went up, hopefully, without snagging everything. Then I just pull it tight down towards the bottom. Do any adjusting that I need to do. Right there. Smiley. Then I'll just go back in far on the other side. Grab the band and pull it back through to hide it. So there we have it. The Happy Doughnut. Super cute. Boy and a girl. Chocolate vanilla. Just kidding. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed these. I try to make them a little smaller so they aren't so band heavy, but then also that makes them totally adorable when they're smaller. And hopefully a little few less steps and all that good stuff. I think they turn out super cute. If you make any of these lovelies, you can share them with me on my Instagram, which is at Crafting Fantastic, or on my Facebook page, which is feelinspiffy or Crafting Fantastic. They'll both find me. There are links underneath the videos as well. And then, of course, if you subscribe to my channel, you'll know when I come out with new things, because that's always awesome, and I'm still definitely creating. And I hope to have many more things for you soon. And thank you very much again.